Hey, what's going on, guys? Drone Gaming here, back into the video. Today's episode, I want to talk about two of the really strong trinkets right now. They're probably the best two you can have for Mythic Plus at the moment. What they are, how you can get them, that sort of deal. How to use them, how to play around them. So we have two trinkets here. We have one called Smoldering Seedling, and then the other one is Notharan's Call to Dominance. So just kind of read them out here, right? We have Smoldering Seedling. Replant the seedling and attempt to put out in flames for 12 seconds. Healing the seedling also heals up to 5 injured allies for the same amount, split evenly. Healing is increased for each ally until 1.4 million additional healing is provided. If the seedling is still alive after 12 seconds, so you don't want to let it burn out. So if it is still alive after 12 seconds, you will get some mastery for 10 seconds. So this trinket is insane. One of the main reasons, right? Look at all the intellect it gives. It gives 1200 intellect. But it's really strong because I feel like Mistweaver Muck they kind of struggle a little bit with group healing. I think we have really, really good single target healing with Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist, Renewing Mist, sort of combo. But AoE healing, like once you're out of cooldowns, you can really struggle in certain scenarios. So just going to show you what this looks like. I made a macro for it, and I've put it into, see if I can find it here. So it's called Trinket 2, and this is the macro, and you don't have to use this. You know, you can drop the trinket down and heal it however you want. It's up to you. But this is one way that you can kind of channel a Soothing Mist into Vivifies and turn it into a bunch of group-wide AoE healing. So just to show you what it looks like here, I'm going to drop it on the ground, and then I'm just going to spam Control 5, and it's going to pump a Soothing Mist into it with Vivifies.
Not ready yet.
You can see here, I'm targeting it, and I've healed it up to full. We just topped the entire group up to full health. So you can see here, as it burns out, it stayed alive for the 12-second duration, or whatever it was, and we got the mastery buff there. So this is effectively it's just a really clutch trinket. It's almost like we've been granted a brand new ability, right? And it's as strong as, if not stronger, as a 10-stack Sheelan's Gift here, right? And you don't have to channel a Soothing Mist into it, right? You can heal it with other ways through ancient teachings or whatever, right? However you want to do it. You can also heal it. I've seen some people pair this with Sheelan's Gift. I think that's a little overkill, a 10-stack Sheelan's Gift into that. I think you're going to do a lot of overhealing. You're kind of wasting some potential there. So I don't like to overlap the two. I like to use them each individually as group healing, but it's a really short cooldown. It's 2 minutes, right? You can crane into a Smoldering Seedling, then go into like a Revival. Then by the time you've gone through all three of those during like a burst phase, your crane's probably going to be back up. Then your Seedling's going to be back up again. And you can kind of rotate through these. You can also have a Sheelan's Gift. And if you use these in the right order and you don't just waste them, you're almost always going to have an answer to any sort of AoE group healing that goes out, right? As long as there's like 20 to 30 seconds between that huge AoE group healing that's going out, you're almost always going to have an answer for it if you rotate through your abilities properly. Up next, we have the Notharan's Call to Dominance. So it gives 820 haste. Equip casting spells and abilities has a chance to grant you a stack of Domineering Arrogance up to 10. And then whenever you invoke your Celestial, right? So that's going to be our Spinning Crane Kick. We get 887 intellect per stack. So you get 10 stacks times 887. Right, you're getting 8,000 intellect, which is just insane. And with this thing being on a 1 minute cooldown, it's just a really nutty trinket to have. I got both of these through the Bronze Bullions. You can get them through LFR. That's how I've gotten them for the most part. But yeah, this is just a really nice passive buff to our red crane here. You know, one of the best things about this trinket, right, is you're typically popping your CG, your Chi, or your Celestial at a time where you need a lot of intellect. You need a lot of healing. So it just really just flows and synergizes really well with our kit in general. So I believe these are the two best in slot trinkets right now. Just to show you one more time, the macro for the Seedling Trinket. Right, so what this is doing, I'll just walk through it really quick. It's going to drop the Seedling. It's going to target it. And then it's going to channel Soothing Mist into it. So I created this macro. I found it online and I kind of modified it a little bit. So I channeled 2 Soothing Mist in there. There's something that goes on if you just channel 1 where like the GCD isn't ready yet and it like cancels the Soothing Mist. Like the GCD hasn't gone all the way through, and when you press it again, it'll cancel the Soothing Mist. So I just pair it with another Soothing Mist so that it won't cancel. One thing you could also do, and I might do this, I might take the mouse over out of it, right? Because if you're trying to spam it, right, and your mouse is over another player, it's going to target another player instead of targeting the seedling. So I don't know. I might take this out at some point. Just something to consider yourself. But this is what I'm using right now. And I can show you one more time here in just a minute, but it's going to be 2 Soothing Mists into an Enveloping Mist into Vivify spams. And since this is a cast sequence, right, once you get to the end of Vivify, it's going to loop back through and it's just going to restart. It's just going to loop through this over and over and over again. All right, so just to show you one more time, I have it on my control 5. So target it. And we just spam. And all that single target healing, right? Mistweaver Monk has insane single target healing. So we're pumping all that single target healing into this, and it's going to be reflected out onto our group. It can take a group from 10% health to 100% health in a couple seconds. So really powerful trinket. This was more fun to play around. It does take a little bit getting used to. You can mess it up. I've messed it up many times during very critical situations, and it's caused wipes. But you just kind of got to get a feel for it. But really fun to play around. And then, of course, you know, the Call to Dominance here is just kind of like a passive stat stick to our Celestial. So, yeah, just wanted to go over this real quick, guys. If you weren't familiar of them or haven't heard of them before, this is what they are. This is what I'm running right now. And I believe they're 2 best in slot trinkets right now. I need to verify that real quick. Yeah, so these, I just looked up online. These are our 2 best in slot trinkets. So, again, you can pick them up here in Valdrakken with the bronze bullions. They cost like 2 each. Really easy to get. Highly recommend to upgrade them first with your set pieces along with your weapons. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.